you say it took you to set up?
Taking my sweet time. It took probably about half hour.
Taking your time took half hour?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is our first time at an RV resort. We are very fancy now with our RV. There are a lot of diesel trucks here. You can see your breath outside now. But I don't care because my camper has a heater. I think I've waited my whole life for this moment. Oh, look there, you can see my breath. Honey, look.
What's up, baby?
It's the first time this season I can see my breath. We turned the heater on at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's officially fall.
You look really beautiful.
I'm trying to show this to people, sweetheart. We can't be all smushy and stuff. Sorry. Anyway, oh, and look, we talk about compromise. Look at this. Honey, you're in the way. You're in my shot. Look at that fancy machine.
You're a dork.
You know, camping is a learning curve. RVing is a learning curve. Jeff decided to wake up at 0:30, and nobody else was quite ready to be awake, and that didn't matter because Jeff did all the things anyway. And so we were all awake, or at least not very well rested. So this time we went and got Jeff a little coffee machine, and he can just keep it outside. And if he wants to run around and do things, he can do things outside where they don't bother everybody else. The last place we were at we were right on the water. We were right on the Tennessee River, and so I had him bring his fishing poles. So if he wants to wake up early, he can go fishing. But now it's cold, and I don't think we're in Gatlinburg right now. Did I mention that we're in Gatlinburg, right by Dollywood? I've never been to Dollywood. I think that's illegal. Like, I'm gonna lose my Tennessee card pretty quick if I don't get over there. I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow. Maybe that's on the plan. I have no idea. And it doesn't really matter because all that really matters is I have a heater in my camper. So if you watched episode 1, you'll recall how incredibly important that was. Do you remember that?
Live?
Huh? No.
No.
But that's the one where my thumbs were so cold that we were in the pop-up and I couldn't even make the movie go because my thumbs were so cold. Okay, I had to show you this. I'm so adorable in my hat. Normally I wouldn't feel adorable in my hat. I feel cold in my hat. But I know that I've got a heater in the camper, so I don't have to be cold. It's a temporary situation. Frankly, this hat's quite amazing. But my ears are warm. Camping's so much fun. So here's some pro tips. When it's really cold outside, wear gloves, but gloves don't let you use your phone on the touch screen, so you use your nose. So if you have gloves on and you need to answer your phone, swipe with your nose. That's how that works. That's how I just turned this on, because I have gloves, because it's getting cold. It's getting a little bit ridiculous, but it's new enough that it's still kind of fun. So I'm playing the game, and I'm wearing a coat, and we're hanging out, and it'll be fine. So Jeff says, you got your own little heater over here. Come stand by this. Just don't touch it, it's really hot. And what did I say, honey?
It's carbon monoxide.
It's carbon monoxide.
Could be fire.
It's the exhaust for the heater in the camper. You know, go stand and cuddle up next to it unless you want to die. It's ridiculous. There are some things that you should not have to learn on the camping learning curve. You're like in a wagon with your feet up going down the hill. So that last video we made had a video of us in the bed.
The last video we made had a video of us in the bed?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
The one where it was very cold in the pop-up camper. We were in the bed. Yeah. Apparently, it made Xavier uncomfortable.
It did make Xavier uncomfortable. That was pretty funny.
So, like with us with all of our clothes on and 87 layers in the bed, was a little awkward. So I kind of feel like all of our videos need to have at least one conversation from the bed. Here's one that's relevant. Camper has a name.
It does.
Yes, by accident, because that's how all the good names happen. It's by accident.
Shit, what do we call it?
Are you for real with me right now?
I don't remember. What did we call it?
I'm over here trying to have a moment. Jeff's like, what?
What did we call it? Caboose. Caboose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Caboose.
Yeah. Caboose. That's the name of the camper. Yeah, the pop-up camper back home was called Rosebud. Don't look at me like that. We had that whole conversation.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because of Schitt's Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is an awesome show if you've never seen it.
It's just an awesome show if you've never seen it, yes. So the pop-up camper was named Rosebud after the Rosebud Motel. Yeah. And now we have a caboose. What is the... I don't know what the deal is with that.
The zip lines?
I thought it was like a pineapple or something, but it's not. It's like this big cage. I don't know what's going on there. See through your dirty windshield. Yes. You have never seen the Krispy Kreme light?
I have never seen a Krispy Kreme light.
You don't get to look at her in surprise.
She's never had a hot donut?
Why would you want a hot donut?
What is wrong with you?
Are you kidding me?
Sweet things should be cold.
Oh, no, sir.
Yeah, no. So, babe, we're going to be stopping at that Krispy Kreme on the way back.
Yeah. And maybe
Sweet things
tomorrow morning,
should
too.
be cold.
And here's the other thing, while we're talking about it. What's the deal with Pancake Cabin? Every other restaurant here is pancakes. People here in Gatlinburg only eat pancakes.
It's like a cabin.
Where's the Bacon Cabin?
Yeah,
Pigeon
it's
Forge,
cool.
that's where we are.
River Edge.
Great
Remember that.
Smoky Mountains National Park. This is why we are me. This is what we've been training for. When people talk about their squatch in them woods, this is what they mean. These are the woods that they're talking about. Here in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Look at that spot right up there.
Look at the traffic oncoming. Interview time. How's it going?
It's going great.
On our little trip here to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
I'd be looking at the road, but I can't because the camera's right in front of my face.
In case y'all were wondering, this here is a holler. That's what it is. And some people don't know. And I'm hoping it shows up on the video. So in case they ever come to Tennessee, that's the start of it. You can see where it kind of meets and goes back up the hill there. Yeah, there's your Tennessee tip of the day. I was trying to get the other side of it.
The holler.
Of the holler. So our amazing friend Lynn turned us on to these fantastic national park passport jobbies. So every time you go to a national park, you can go get a stamp for every place that you've been. This actually here in the Great Smoky Mountains is really cool. Behind me, look, there's some possums. Because it wouldn't be a trip to Tennessee without possums. But anyway, this also is the 2019 stamp series. So there's a special stamp for each region that you go to. And if you make it to different parts of the country and then different national parks in different areas. But I don't know if you can see this. But for example, that's where you'd put one of your stamps. And it just tells a little bit about the park. And that way you can keep track of your travel. I'm super stoked that Lynn turned us onto it so we can now start keeping track of all the different places we're going.
There's a Titanic.
Titanic in Tennessee.
Up here on the left is the upside down one, I think.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the sign. Completely upside down. So, activities. View of the outlet mall. View of the mountains. Tanner, you want to tell us about your shoes?
Sure.
Tell me all about those shoes.
Okay, so stick with me. Leisure mode. Sports mode.
How's that again?
One more time for those in the back. Leisure mode. Sports mode.
You're my kid.
Can you explain that anymore?
It is Dolly Parton, and it would not be a camping trip in Tennessee if you did not take your selfie with Dolly Parton. So, it is a video, but it's a video selfie, and I'm here with Miss Dolly Parton, and so it's fine. It's the thought that counts. Children.
Yeah, there's something on the other side, the red and the white ones.
Yes. So if you want to
Huh.
show you a little.
Turns out that has to be open to keep the smoke alarm from going off. Who'd have thunk? Little weekend trip.
They have treetop adventures.
Yeah. Dog survived. Little snowflakes on all the light poles. It's pretty. That's Christmas in Dixie, right?
Yep.
Tennessee,